Hey Guardians, welcome back to the channel for another Destiny episode. Today is Tuesday morning and we are in the hot seat, so announce the winner of last week's weekly giveaway goes to Demonic Gamer 5. Congratulations. Please message me back on YouTube and then DM me on my official Twitter, which is linked in the description. To anyone watching this video that did not win, don't worry. I'm doing a weekly giveaway of 1,000 Silver for Destiny or a Destiny emblem from Bungie's store this week as well. All you have to do is be subscribed, share your support, like the video, and leave a comment down below to enter. And at the end of this month, which is August, so on August 31st, I'll be announcing 3 people for winners of copies of Destiny 2. If you want to enter in for that, link in the description will show you how, and giveaway details to all the giveaways this week are on the screen now. Simply pause the video, read through the instructions, enter in for the giveaways. Now to begin this, we are all here because it's vendor refresh, and we want to go over the weapons and armor pieces worth looking at. There's going to be a few to take a look at, which I would say let's start off with the Wounded first. The Wounded is going to have crowd control with perfect balance, high caliber rounds, outlaw, and quick draw, along with red dot aura, and then focus lens and OEG. Now I would definitely want to run the entire top row and then probably focus lens. Then for the waltz is a pretty interesting role. Not the best one, but it's still not bad. Head Seeker, perfect balance, extended mag, secret round, lightweight, then MD reflex, sure shot, and OEG. Definitely opt in for the sure shot with the entire top row. Then for the last weapon, which is actually going to be a pretty decent one, I like the whale hand cannon. This is going to be Firefly with perfect balance, triple tap, high caliber rounds, lightweight, true sight, fast draw, and quick draw. Definitely run true sight or quick draw depending on what you want. I would probably highly recommend true sight. And then high caliber rounds with the perfect balance or triple tap, doesn't matter, whichever one you prefer. I would personally prefer the triple tap because I'd be running this for PvE. So, and then Firefly obviously. Jalal's going to have 2 things that I would like to take a look at, and that's going to be the Keystone. Keystone is going to be Firefly with perfect balance, armor piercing rounds, lightweight, and unflinching. This is going to be the only 2 really great perks for this, is perfect balance and Firefly. You can use armor piercing and lightweight, but this is definitely going to be a PvE role. I just wanted to show you what the Keystone 1 was, because normally every single week the Keystone 1 is one of the best weapons. This week around though, not so much. It's kind of mediocre, but it's still worth getting if you don't have one or if you don't have a good scout rifle in general. MD reflex, ranged lens, and OEG, all 3 really good scopes as well. And moving on to the last weapon that Jalal has is going to be the Extremophile. This one is the persistence roll with the hammer forged and extended mag. So you actually have an increased magazine size. You've got that hammer forged for increased range and accuracy. Then you've got persistence, which is this weapon grows more accurate when you fire it longer, and the more ammo you have, the better off persistence will activate. So these 2, the extended mag and the persistence, work hand in hand together. Then you've got MD reflex, steady hand, and OEG, which I would definitely opt in for the steady hand. Our dude Ronnie has the last gun we're talking about for this week. That's right, Crucible and the New Monarchy don't really have anything I'd like to take a look at for you, so I'm not going to waste your time with that. But I do like the Angel's Advocate that Ronnie has this week. Angel's Advocate this week is going to be Third Eye with Small Bore or Hammer Forged, Zen Moment or Take a Knee, and MD, Ranged Lens, and OEG. Now you can opt in for OEG or ranged lens depending on your preference. I would actually opt in for the ranged lens. And then I would opt in for the entire top row for Zen Moment, Small Bore, and Third Eye. Now for Small Bore, you are lowering the reload and you are also lowering the magazine size, but increasing both that range and stability, which is nice. But if you want to opt in for just the Hammer Forged for increased range, then that is your preference. Go ahead and do so. Now, by any means, this is not a god roll. This is just a pretty interesting roll with the Third Eye and some pretty good accuracy and stability buffs that will make it pretty decent in PvP or PvE, and you also get to watch your radar, which is always a nice benefit. So Guardians, since Crucible and New Monarchy have no weapons to really go over, Time to jump over into DIM, Destiny Item Manager. I'll link their website in the description so you can go and check it out if you haven't used it yet. Now, we're starting off with the Vanguard Scout over in the Iron Temple, which is Shiro 4, having nothing of real importance. Moving on over to the Tower to talk to Zavala, he's got a 100% Ghost Shell, which is going to be Intellect and Discipline. Then he's also got a 98% Titan Mark with Intellect and Discipline as well. Now, warning, the theme for this week is Intellect and Discipline on 98% to 100% stat rolls. So if you want Intellect and Discipline, this is definitely your week. Moving on over to Cade 6, we've got a 100% Ghost Shell, again, Intellect and Discipline. Moving on down to Ikora Ray, she's going to end up having a 98% Ghost Shell, and oh, guess what? Intellect and Discipline. So we've already went over 2 Ghost Shells with Intellect and Discipline, so there's no real point to look at that one. Moving on down to Eris Morn, she's got a 98% Cloak for the Hunter, being Discipline and Strength. Probably one of the only things this week that's going to be Discipline and Strength. Moving on down to Varix, he's got nothing of importance over at the Reef. Then Future War Cult over at Lakshmi, she's got a 98% Titan Mark, Intellect and Discipline. Who would have guessed it? Then she's also got a chest piece for the Warlock. Oh, hey, wait a minute. Intellect and Discipline. And a 98% chest for the Titan. And again, Intellect and Discipline. And a 96% Ghost Shell is the highest she's got for herself. But that's a horrible roll, so let's not take a look at that. Moving on down, we've got a 100% Ghost Shell over at Dead Orbit. Jalal has the 100% Ghost Shell with Intellect and Discipline. Again, there is a theme forming here with just Intellect and Discipline. I'm not too sure where Strength is right now, but this week there is no Strength involved in these Guardians. Next up, New Monarchy has nothing of importance. Then the Crucible Handler has a 99% Boots, which is going to be for the Hunter, and that will be Intellect and Discipline as well. Then we've also got a Titan Mark for Intellect and Discipline at 98%, and we've also got a 97% chest, which I'll go over, which is Discipline and Strength. So if you want a Hunter chest piece with 97% roll, which is not bad at all, but it's not good either. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. It will have Strength on it, so if you want Strength on your build, there you have it. And then moving down to the Cryptarch, we've got over at the Iron Temple, which is Tyra Karn. She's going to have a 336% on that Memory of Felwinter, which is one of the highest rolls on the Memory of Felwinter that I've ever seen. 336% is quite a bit, just letting you know that. So that will be Discipline and Strength. Obviously, Intellect unimportant because Intellect is for your super, and you're not going to be using your super with Felwinter. Moving on down to the Speaker. The Speaker, the last person for this week, is going to have a 100% Warlock bond, and it's going to have Intellect and Strength. Amazing. Something with Intellect and Strength this week, finally. And it's a Warlock bond at 100%, so I'm completely okay with that. And we've got a 98% Titan Mark with Intellect and Discipline. And there you have it, Guardians. That's all for this week. I hope you all enjoyed. And I know there was a lot of Intellect and Discipline, so hopefully next week they changed it up a bit. And hopefully you Guardians are starting to form your Tier 12 armor sets before Destiny 2 comes out. It'd actually be really cool if all the Guardians in the game ended up having a set of Tier 12 armor before they hit into Destiny 2, so they can at least have a feel for what Tier 12 felt like back in D1. So I hope everybody enjoys this video, and if you did, leave a thumbs up, share it with your fellow Guardians. Hopefully I see every single one of you in Destiny 2 who's excited. Leave some comments down below. And as always, huge shout out to the patrons on the channel and on the screen now for supporting me every single month. If you want to become a patron, you don't have to, but the link is in the description. And as always, stay violent, be privileged.
Oh, hi. VPG isn't here right now, but I guess you enjoyed the content. So over there's the logo you can click on. That will allow you to subscribe. More content up there, and behind the scenes daily content over here on the vlog channel. There you go. Enjoy.